Hey guys, this is Sick of Angry Gameplay HD bringing you another WWE 2K14 video, and this is going to be a character creation video. I recorded me making this entire character, and it seemed to have not wanted to work. So instead of me redoing the character for an hour, I'm just going to go through and kind of show you guys what I did. Now I made it the God of War character. You pronounce that Kratos. You're supposed to actually roll your R. It's like Kratos. But first thing you want to do is you want to go make you a custom logo, and that's going to be used for the body paint. And you can see it here. This is the second item on this list, and it's basically a big square, a big rectangle. Color it in, pretty easy, simple. And this third item, I made that originally for his shoulder. It did not work. The game did not want to use that piece, and it was going to make me delete all the other artwork on him to use it. This fourth piece, that's to go on the bottom half of him. And Kratos kind of has that skirt slit thing going on, and he's got metal that goes on that. So this gold piece design is what I used to make that. So you want to make all your logos first before going in here to create your character, because you're not going to be able to back out and make them unless you save it and then go in there to edit him. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go in just like the last video that I made for the Joker. You're going to go in here and change his skin color. Real easy, make them all white, change the shade, transparency, whatever you want to do. The other thing I did with him was I changed his age to give him more of a rugged look. The scars, he has one over his right eye. They have a perfect match up in here, so that's all I did. Next up, what I did is I went in and added him some facial hair. Now you can do two parts of this, so if you select a goatee, which is what I did here, I'll show you the option, you can add another one. So that's actually two goatees on him added together. Now before I get into the body art on his face or anything, I'm going to go back through and come back to that kind of stuff, but I fast forwarded to his upper body, and what I did is I attached, this is where you're going to get those gloves, the burgundy and gold on them. Now he has gold chains, but they don't have that option on here, and so I can't just make gold chains hang from them, so this is all you're going to get. But if you go to arm wear, I added his gloves first, and I'll show you which gloves I used, kind of like a wrist wrap. Those are the ones right there. Changed the color of them, and then after that I just added the other ones, which is the gold part that goes on top of that. And these are the ones I used right there. You can see them. So change the color of those, add them on there, and then move on. There's nothing else really you can do about that unless you want to build chains as a logo and then attach that onto that, which I wasn't going to spend the time doing that. That seemed a little tedious. But after that, you can go in here and I'll show you the lower part of them, and basically you make the bottoms. I chose this leopard print one because it has to have that slit in it. That's what Kratos has. After selecting that, I changed all three colors of the leopard print to burgundy, which kind of softened that design on it, so you can't really tell. You can see a little bit of it here, but it just wouldn't change up. After that, you can add that custom logo that I showed you at the beginning of the video to this, and that's what's going down the front. After I made all four of those put on there, you can add a design from the generic design area, which is those two lines going down on the left hand side of the screen. Alright, so after that I added a belt on him. He's kind of got gold chains that go around the centerpiece. It's kind of a gold belt. I just used the first belt. That was the thickest one, and it kind of matched up pretty good. I chose the first color to be gold. The second color was burgundy. Real simple stuff. Footwear, now he actually has some of the old school like gladiator sandals, but they don't have that option in here. And I was going to piece together some regular sandals with some socks, but he really did not look tough when I did that. So all I did was add some boots and then put a design on it to kind of give it that look right there. So that's actually two designs per boot that I changed to gold that goes over it. You can see it right there as a side view. So that's kind of, you know, just to give it a little bit more detail, so it's not a plain boot. Now after that, we're going to go back in here to body art. So you're going to go back to the head, and I'm going to show you the issues I ran into. But underneath body art, you can go to custom logo. Here's my custom logo right here, and you can manipulate it, basically stretch it out, shrink it, and rotate it. So here it is, and I'll stretch it out, rotate it, and piece it together. And you can do this multiple times over and over and over. I never ran into an issue where I had too many of them on there. The issue I did run into here is that it would not go over the top of his head. So you see the gap right there. I could not get it to work. See how now it's on his chin down there? It does its own thing. It kind of wraps around the front. I could not figure out a way to do that. Even when rotating and working from the back side of him, it did not want to work. Okay, so after piecing together the front side of him, and you can kind of see right there on his chin, it wrapped around and kind of messed up. I just did not want to go back in and erase it. I just didn't care. I didn't care enough about rebuilding his entire face for that one piece. But after that, move over to his body, and on the body art, the front side was very easy. The front side, you could piece it together, no problems. But when you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure you go all the way up. What I mean by that is you want to stretch it all the way out. I'm going to show you a piece here, and that's on his chest right there. But see how I'm trying to wrap it around to his back side. And you're going to want to stretch this piece all the way out. So I'm going to make a piece real quick, and we'll stretch this thing out across the front of him. Okay, so now you can kind of see it going around his back, and you can adjust, and that's what you're going to want to do on all these things. So even on the front, on his shoulder area, you're going to want this to go all the way up, you know, stretch out to where it goes around his shoulder. So now you can see it going around his back side right there, because you're going to have to piece these together when it comes around to his arm and his back. Next up was the hard part, is what I did was his arm. It's on his left arm. I've seen pictures of it on his right arm. I don't care which arm it goes on, but you get the idea. All you got to do is shrink it down and rotate it around. So that's pretty much the gist of this. So yeah, I just went in, added a piece, rotated it, added a piece, and went all the way around his arm until I finished what I thought looked pretty close to what he has. And if you noticed here in the video, like right there, it shows almost kind of like you just attached a piece of tape on top of tape, and it's got that line. Once you hit OK, it's going to blend it in with the rest of the paint, so it won't actually look like that. But guys, that's all I have for you on this video. This is my God of War, Kratos. Leave a comment if you want me to make a different character and try something out. But this is Sick at Angry Gameplay HD, and thanks for watching.